You're unsure of what to make of the lithe figure that joined the wagon. Her fencer's garb is badly tattered, but her blade is still sharp. Clearly, she knows her way around combat. Hopefully it's enough. The others will hopefully carry whatever burden she cannot. Time to press on. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Lokiorn. We are back at it in the Binding Blade DLC, or the Darkest Dungeon 2 with the Binding Blade. Heading into the Tangle. I don't think that red highlight was there before. I think this is,
Rewards.
Ooh, wow. Look at all these... Ooh, yeah. Look at all these Shrines of Reflection. Scary Song doesn't really appeal. Okay. Interesting. Well, we didn't come here to not do these shrines, so this seems like a pretty easy decision.
Look ahead. A place to reflect, remember, and reconcile.
Alright, this looks fairly normal. If obnoxious.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
So right now she moves into defensive stance. Okay. So now she's in defensive. Cool. Oh, wow. I just realized that the crocodile is proccing on all of them when they're moved for any reason. Wow, that is way better than I realized it was. %6 extra damage. You're at -2 speed, but I can't imagine that that's going to matter here. So now we're in defensive. So now we feint. Get into riposte. Yeah, I think we're starting to get this figured out a little bit. Or at least we have a working combo here. Okay, when she's in aggressive stance, heal self. Oh, she's a 33% chance to heal for 10. Okay, that's not as good as it could have been. Still not bad though. But I do think we take the opportunity to deathless here. Keep her well. Continue to buff our damage as much as humanly possible. I mean, we're already at plus 9% damage.
And steady.
Ow. Well, our flagellant is where he wants to be. Nice and low. Which is fine, because I think we encore and we get to sepsis. Heals for 15, which is quite nice. Very twirly. Very nice.
A calculated generosity, but a welcome one nonetheless.
And win. Easy enough. Now, don't get me wrong, this is denial, so it's a little bit easier, but there's still an element of figuring it out. We're figuring it out. We're also hoping to get at least some of the Crusader items done. This is a multi-part quest that thankfully is stored in between in between items. So, or in between runs. So your progress will get saved. But for right now, I think I'm looking for either a resistance encounter or a road battle, be my guess. I was there to learn, not to be liked. Well, damn, Sahar.
Duelist. Chapter 1. Academy Duello.
Believe that is a reference to the Codex Duello? Is that a real thing? Or is that something I made up?
Before dawn. Stretch, meditate, and portion her food with exacting care. The Academy expected discipline, but she sought to exceed it, shunning the earnest social overtures of her peers in favor of training exhaustively, long into the twilight. She did not grieve this isolation. Perfection demanded sacrifice.
Perfection does demand sacrifice, but you shouldn't let perfect be the enemy of good enough. The boot. Okay, I've heard that the animation for the boot is pretty fun, so I'm kind of intrigued. I do like Feint. I kind of want to set up the boot. I want to see what the boot does. I'm very intrigued. But yeah, there we go. And it's the Code Duello, not the Codex Duello. But yeah, there you go. So we have the start of Sahar's journey. She was a straight A student that needed to go outside and touch some grass and didn't. And instead was like, no, I gotta be the best. Like no one ever was. And I have a feeling that's not going to go well for her because nothing goes well for people in Darkest Dungeon 2.
And imbue them with purpose.
All right. Can we even make you know what? We'll pop the armory key on her. It doesn't do anything, but it's kind of fun. Put those on. As Rowan and I were joking about the other day, chalk dust is a really interesting item. When you discard it, it gives you an inventory space back. Otherwise, it does nothing. Which isn't, I guess, technically true. It does remove stealth, but that's just not a very common mechanic outside of the Shroud, basically. And even in the Shroud, it's more annoying than it is actively dangerous. All right, let's make sure we're set up here. Got Solo Finale set up. We've got Encore for panic movement, if we need it. Got Plague Grenade for years. We're going to be looking to set up the boot. We can also set up Feint for those stacks. And we have Acid Rain. All right. Let's go ahead and bash the Dreaming General's head in. Oh, this looks familiar.
Within every keep, a general and his loyal lumbering guard.
So, oh, I forgot it's inverted. It's defensive when you're up front. So she goes, oh, kind of hoping that evasive stack would help there. Good lord. That was not what we were looking to see.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Get our stacks of damage going. I think this is my first time I've ever played with the Crocodilian. I did not realize how stunningly good it was if you were setting your mind up to do a high movement composition. It's going to do its thing. So you're guarding. So I think we just got to do that. Kind of again, we're just going to like set ourselves up for So now we Feint. And now next turn we get to do the boot, which is my real goal here because I've heard the animation for it is really cool, and I do like the Duelist animation. She's very flowy, which is what she's supposed to be. just continuing to make these yokels faster, which doesn't really matter to me, but you know, it's a fun idea. All right, ready? Oh, that was cool. That makes me happy. Is it silly? You bet your rear. It's silly, but it makes me happy. It makes me so happy. Really hoping you were gonna heal off one of these. I mean, now it looks like we need to heal Paracelsus here. Which we'll go ahead and do.
Relief comes rarely in these times.
Because now, if we get lucky, we might get to heal... Ow. There we go. We'll heal the Flagellant because his HP is a little bit harder to come by. Yep, we get greedy here. Touche.
One less obstacle in our path.
Unfortunately, the Alchemist Plague Doctor doesn't really care about the damage output. Let's actually make sure this guy goes away. Thank you. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to go quiet for a moment, and obviously that scuffed me up a little bit, but we're good now. Threat's getting higher. Oh, you know, that's the thing we didn't talk about in episode 1. I didn't talk about this formation in, like, the broader sense of how it plays. Now, some of that I plead is because I didn't actually know. Excuse me. Yeah, I have no idea how this formation's going to play until I, you know, play it. But... I will say this is definitely a crocodile formation, because you're just going to end up with 6+%, 6+% damage just for hanging out, basically. Beyond that, stress management is definitely a concern. Or actually, no, I guess it's... What am I saying? We have the Jester. It's not a... Spike stress damage is not a concern for us. I'm being silly. Come on, knockback. Ugh. Can't seem to land that knockback to save our lives right now. Alright, we're up to 7 stress. Only heals for 2, but heals for 20. That seems worthwhile to me. Continue to have to keep removing guarded. But yeah, thinking about this formation more, it's definitely a high movement. You're really looking to set up the solo finale type stuff. Beyond that, I think I just need more data. I need to keep experimenting, because it's definitely a very different formation than what I would normally play. So more to come on that as I kind of figure out how I want to describe this. All right, that's you gone. That's you gone. Oh, and we get to make a heal as well. That's pretty sweet. Clean enough. All right. Well, there's Reverberating Redoubt, and we do have a pretty slow formation. Stone Mount has some value. Guarding Gauntlet does too. Guarding Gauntlet is an armor, so that actually matches with our Duelist. Yeah, okay. Not the or Reverberating Redout's pretty much a hard yes when you've got a Flagellant with, or not a Flagellant, but a Jester with 0 speed. I'm actually going to knock off his death armors. Gonna start just laying in the damage here.
Anxiety foments insidious fears.
And solo finale. Alright, it's Taproot time. I'll take a 29 point hit. Ah. Struggling to land those damage over times is kind of makes you feel bad, but I think we can live with that. Get rid of that as well. Invert the stance just to get those riposte tokens. You know what, actually we'll go ahead and just Acid Rain away the other one. We'll just forget the Recede's gone. We've got a bunch of people with Dodge Plus or Riposte tokens, so we have a reasonably good chance of mitigating a lot of the inbound damage. Okay, Creeping Growth on our 2 melees again. Sepsis for 17. Not really feeling that. Acid Rain just continuing to stack this up. Now, does she have a way to gain defensive stuff right now? She does not. But she does have a chance to heal when riposting. I don't want to move. Yeah, I don't want to move forward. Because that just won't go well, I don't think. You know what? We'll just preparation. Get that strength, which will go into the riposte anyway. May as well clear the other stack, because there's no reason not to. She continues to not heal, which is unfortunate for us. This is on cooldown, so... What the heck? Let's do this. Get some free damage in. 66 and taken 16 this turn. That's a lot of stress. It only does 8. That's not really feeling very good for us. But it does heal us for quite a bit, which I think we need to do. We need that heal more than we need anything else here. Alright, growth releases. That's good. Inspiring Tune and just gamble that the Jester doesn't get grabbed. The Jester's our slowest character. Yeah, he doesn't get grabbed, so now 28 damage, we just race this. He's only got 1 death armor, so... So we'll just solo. Oh, that actually might have been... Oh, wow. That could have gone really bad if the Jester had gotten grabbed, but it ends up not mattering. And because it's very thematic, the finale. Not gonna lie, that makes me happy. Just right in my spirit, that makes me very happy to get a finale kill like that. This is an armor token as well. And armor gives extra HP. That seems kind of fun. Her speed's too high, though, so... Does she have a way to gain block? No. I think some of her later skills let her gain block. Nobody in our team actually has a way to gain block, do they? Well, alright. Flaggy can have that. Jester can have that. Let's put up some combat items. And we're off. Let's see. Hoarder or combat. Doesn't really matter. Well, actually, it kind of does, because I think I need to go to a resistance battle first. That's just my guess. I don't actually know, but I think it's a resistance battle.
And spirit by some existential shock. The poor devils roam aimlessly.
Only one way to find out, so hopefully we'll find out together. Well, Sahar, we're not running from these fights. Alright, unfortunately it's just a regular fight. Alright. Oh, maybe it's the first... Maybe this is the first in? Well, either way, let's make sure that guy doesn't do anything. Gain touche. Get our damage running.
Well done.
Get big damage running. Unfortunately, Zahar then gets absolutely hammered. Bit risky here. Stress is definitely out of hand. That's for sure. Alrighty. Well. Still does plenty of damage, and... There we go. Got both of you. We'll feint to get our riposte up. On riposte, heal self for 10%. That's what we're kind of looking for here. Patch her up a little bit. And of course she doesn't get targeted, because why would she? Of course. Meltdown? No meltdown. Okay, cool. The boot, because it makes me happy. There we go. Finally got a knockback on that. Sepsis is unfortunately not available. Go ahead and get it the Lash's Gift going. Get rid of him just to reduce the incoming damage here. There we go. Finally got a heal out of that. Start spiking down some of this stress, hopefully. We will touche into probably another Lash's Gift. Continue to patch ourselves up. Boost Sahar. Then we actually do the Plague Doctor, because she can go Noxious Blast to break armor, land the blade, dead. Wonderful. Like we drew it up.
Abandoned or forgotten, it is ours now.
formless sculpture. Definitely regretting not upgrading the stress management. That's definitely something, I guess, this formation, you need to upgrade the Jester's stress management, because that's the only way that stress management is going to happen, as long as you're running an ex-animate one, because he doesn't have his stress damage. Oh, he does have endure, but endure, like, he's the one getting stressed, unfortunately, so it's not really that helpful. 4, 8. Ooh, nice hit.
On to the next. The enemy
Okay, good.
And wanes.
Normally I would solo finale here, but I think we actually do battlefield medicine and try to keep patching up, folks.
Lethality writ large.
Because now we want to try to see how much, like, extra value we can get out of this. Yeah, alright. That's one way to do it. And our reward is wasting disease. That is a bad one.
In this weighty gloom, a spark.
That is not a good disease to get. Alright, there's not a field hospital. There is a creature den, though. So maybe we go to the creature den. Get the disease cure item, call it good.
An academic study. Full of the forbidden.
Quirk or combat items. We'll take the combat items. Hypochondriac.
An unexpected find.
Otherworldly fragments good. Actually, Hypochondriac's kind of a nice pickup, because it has a chance every time she gets hit of swapping her disease to something that sucks less. So that is definitely appealing. Ooh, could go to the Hoarder instead. We got a lot of money. Yeah, okay, we'll go to the Hoarder. Sahara's probably just going to melt down. I don't know that I can prevent that at this rate. Her stress is just through the moon. We're going to try, but I don't think it's going to happen. Let's see what the Hoarder's got. Oh man, we can't turn in the Blessed Blade because we don't have the quest item for it. But it's good to know it's there. There's Severed Finger, which we're going to get for free. Clenching Claws is kind of appealing. Wind Chime is quite good as well. We'll grab Wind Chime. Oh, shoot. Oh, that was stupid. I meant to grab Clenching Claws. I forgot they're the same price. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, well, I don't know that's going to matter that much. Everything Saramenti does is melee, right? Yeah. All right. Well, Saramenti's already got kind of a thing running, though, doesn't he? But this isn't really that exciting for him. Buy that. Buy the adrenaline tonics, make some room in the wagon. Buy those whiskey flasks, we're probably going to need them. Buy that pipe weed, we're probably going to need it. Yep, that'll do. Oh, that's a weapon. That's a serrated weapon, too. Yeah, that's a much better setup. Yeah. All right, that seems pretty good. Kind of a foolish move there. I should have grabbed Clenching Claw. Clenching Claw would be quite good on blank desktop here. Just because he, if he gets locked in front, he gets locked in front. It doesn't matter, and he's going to get hit quite a lot. And that actually opens up the door to using more. A lot more. Which maybe I should be doing anyway. Probably should be using this. Ow.
Malaise, measured and master stroke.
Gotta like that crit rate. Dead? Wonderful. Definitely need to work the stress down.
Steady
Ow.
yourself.
It's nice that all of her skills deal damage. That's
A
definitely
steady
helpful.
Subtraction, an invariable result. This wound, at least, has been tended to. Another impediment, cleared with impunity.
Whoops, I was muted, and I'm back. Hello, everyone. Back again. Busy day at the house. Irate mumbling. Yeah, well, we've all been there, my friend. We've all been there at the irate mumbling. Yep, that feels good. In we go. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well out there as we work to finish off this first zone. This is a denial run, so it'll be a little on the shorter side. And I think we missed the mastery point, but we also weren't really offered. I don't think we were ever offered flame at any point, so oh well. Not a big deal. 2 mastery points is not going to be the end of the world, particularly since we did the lair. It's sort of irrelevant. Almost there.
The slow suffering begins.
Still coughing up a storm. The duelist is real fragile, isn't she? Let's get our damage buff stacking.
Let us hope to finish this quickly. Stupendous.
There we go. Her crit chances. Oh, it's only 5%. Okay, it's not unusually high. Kind of just feels like it's high because she's doing it a lot.
Steady yourself.
There's readout coming in. Toxic.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
We'll just do a little bit of patching up here, a little bit of healing. That was a lot of heals spent very quickly. And that'll do it. Nothing too exciting, but that doesn't really matter. Because we are heading into the end.
The loathing abates.
Maybe we should be using disengage
A
more?
fortifying meal, a strong
Yeah.
drink, and
The boot's
finally,
fun, but I don't know that the boot is rightly placed for what I want to be doing. Maybe not. I don't know. Either way, let's head into the inn and keep going. I think this is when the first Crusader thing triggers. So let's see what happens.
rest now for a time.
Last gasp, hypochondriac, wasting disease.
Your coach must be maintained if it is to carry you where you must go.
Huh. Doesn't seem to be doing anything right now, which is a little bit concerning. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. We haven't seen any,
A bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
I was going to spend a bunch of money here because we haven't really seen any, we haven't really seen any other option to make it happen here. All right, who's got relationship problems? Not really anybody, it looks like. Yeah, okay. So we'll just dump them into somebody to boost up to 14, I suppose. Save the restorative herbs for right now. Who's got a bad trait? Let's ask that question. Resolute and hypochondriac can both go. Darkly curious doesn't really do much. Germophobic. Resolute. Cultomaniac. That'll do.
The provinces and cantrevs of our land.
Sprawl's the only option.
Crumbling and undone.
Nothing else for it
And
but to
what
go to
you
the
can,
sprawl.
For wealth no longer has meaning.
And yeah, I guess we'll
Indeed
do some
it ever
upgrading.
did.
Definitely need Inspiring Tune. We probably should have upgraded that sooner. Kind of been liking Faint, so let's upgrade Faint. And then we do need to upgrade something here. Sepsis, Deathless, Punish. Acid Rain, maybe? Yeah, we've been using a lot of Acid Rain. We'll upgrade Acid Rain. And that'll do it. All right, thank you all for watching. You know, like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Let the YouTube algorithm know I make content that you, people like you, like to watch. Tune in next time as the run of again heads into the sprawl, continuing their run. Till then, see ya.